Hey guys, so before I start this video, just letting you know that the reason for the recent delay in videos was because I had a mic problem and I had to order a brand new mic, and as you can hear, hopefully, I got a brand new one that's better than my old one. But that was the reason for the delay. I'm still tweaking it a little, so please do let me know if there's any problems with the quality of the sound. I'm still trying to see, if the gain is too high or too low, or if I need to do more noise cancellation, things like that. So please let me know in the comment section what you think about the audio quality. But yeah, that was the reason for the delay. And I just wanted to let you guys know I did put it up on my Twitter. So if you're not following me there, please do so. That's where you can get any updates from me, as well as check my community tab. I regularly post there as well. And of course, the community Discord. I always post there if there's any updates. And we've got a real discussion going on there as well. So I highly recommend you guys join. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. I've been a fan of the Witcher universe for a while now. I read and finished the book series at the end of last year, and I watched the first season of the Netflix original series as well. And while I haven't yet given the games a try, I do enjoy the universe a lot. So when the Witcher prequel movie was announced, you can imagine that I was bouncing in anticipation. The movie, titled The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf, came out about a week ago, and I took the time to give it a watch over this last weekend. I didn't get my hopes up too much, since the first season of the series was a bit underwhelming, though season 2 does seem a lot more promising. Regardless, I watched the movie, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. There are some things I enjoyed about it, and some things that ended up bothering me, but overall I was definitely impressed. I won't do this review like I do with my book reviews, where I tend to be very analytical and detailed. For this video, I'd just like to look at what I liked and disliked about the film, and then give you my overall opinions. The first thing that I'd like to mention that I enjoyed was the animation and sound design. If you are going to make an animated Witcher film or series, then this is the kind of quality you need to be aiming for. I thoroughly enjoyed the animation quality and style, and I feel that it struck the right balance between being gritty and being soft. It nails that middle ground perfectly. The music was also amazingly well done, and I love the soundtrack so much that I just had to go listen to it again. The actual sound design was also very well done. I could feel every clash of the sword and every blow from a monster purely due to the incredible sound design. Lots of respect to the actual studio who made the movie come to life, because it seems like they really gave it their all here. I also enjoyed the overall story. While I have some very specific issues with it that I'll go into shortly, I did still enjoy the overall plot. I liked seeing the witches and Kaer Morhen as it was in the days of young Vesemir, and I also liked the exploration of certain concepts that I wish were more explored in the books. The plot structure was satisfying, and nothing really felt too out of place or unnecessary. And giving a character like Vesemir more of a backstory and a strong personality through this film really enhanced the Witcher universe for me. And speaking of Vesemir, his character is another reason that I love this movie. In terms of the Witcher universe, we all know Geralt and how he composes and holds himself as a Witcher. He's dark, stoic, gruff, and dangerous. But with Vesemir, we get to see a Witcher that's cocky, arrogant, and self-assured. He's also dangerous, of course, but he seems a lot more like the typical arrogant hero archetype, which is a nice change from Geralt's rougher personality. And while I don't know how well we can reconcile young Vesemir's personality with the old Vesemir's personality, I did still enjoy him as a character, and I sincerely hope we get to see more in potential spin-offs or sequels at some point. But a review wouldn't be genuine if I didn't at least talk about some of the things that I didn't enjoy as much. For example, there were some lore discrepancies with the film that I wasn't expecting. There were also some plot holes and plot conveniences, I'd say, that I wasn't too keen on. I can understand why they made those decisions, but in my opinion it probably would have been better if they found a way to work around it. I'm trying not to go into too much detail here because of spoilers, but anyway. Like I said, I won't go into specifics to avoid spoilers, but there are some events that happen in the movie, specifically near the end, that in the lore was never indicated as happening in that way. There were also certain things like the creation of new witches and the mutagens that I'm pretty sure is very inconsistent with the established lore. Now, I will say that none of these break the law in major ways, but it did annoy me slightly when it came up. For most people this probably won't be an issue, but for me it just rubbed me the wrong way. Another thing that I think hurt this movie was that it seemed like they were trying to fit too much into the movie for it to really work. It may have worked better with a longer runtime or as maybe a 3-part miniseries, but it seems like they tried to fit too much into an 80-minute film. Certain characters didn't have enough time to become established or properly progress. Also, there's a small reveal or plot twist near the end that would have worked a lot better had there been more time to establish certain things earlier on. I think this is likely my biggest issue with the movie, though it doesn't really detract from the enjoyment too much. And finally, another big issue I had was that all the conflict felt like it had very low stakes. And this is probably due in large part to how much they tried to fit into the movie. If we had more time to establish certain characters and locations, then we would be more invested in them and likely care more when the final battle occurred. I wanted to care more about the characters, about the witches, about Kaer Morhen, about everything, but I just didn't really care enough for me to worry that these things were in danger. The stakes just weren't high enough for me, and that's purely due to the low investment I had. With all of that said, however, I still really enjoyed the film, and I highly recommend you check it out. For fans of the series, it's definitely a fun watch despite some of the issues I had. And for more casual viewers, you'll probably really enjoy it a lot. I do think that the animated medium was the perfect way to tell this story, and I hope that we'll see more animated adaptations of this universe in coming years. Anyway, that's about it from me for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name has been Raven, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.